We see tremendous chemistry between the two of you on screen. Was that like what it was in real life too, on set?
We haven't heard that before.
I'm sure you have.
You know what? To me, it is the success of this venture, because that's what was in the books. These guys, they were a team, and Watson's telling these outlandish stories that are as he remembers them, and it's his best friend. They speak about each other in such loving terms. It's like a Victorian gentleman's platonic love affair.
Your take on that, Jude?
I think we recognize these incredible characters that Conan Doyle had created, and that we felt in certain areas hadn't been fully embraced before on film. And also, just as actors, enjoyed the idea that this peculiar scenario where these two eccentric, kind of flawed and compelling individuals, males, living together in these sort of slightly grotty circumstances in a London that was, you know, a hotbed for crime and also for high living, was just a wonderful world to play in, you know. And so we had a lot of fun in it, and out of that came this relationship.
The action in the film didn't look easy either. Was it really tough, especially some of the scenes that you've shot for? How did you prepare for them?
It was just stressful and exhilarating and a lot of things. And looking back and watching the movie now, I think I'm in the punch bowl alone, and the rest of the movie we're side by side, or maybe a little later on we split up for a minute because you got your hands full with the big guy. But
you can take that, my knickers in a twist.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
And I mean, the Watson that you play is a very active fighting soldier like Watson. Did you have to prepare a lot for that as well?
I quite like, you know, keeping fit and physical aspect in my life generally. It helps me kind of think better, and I get all restless otherwise.
Finally, the new Sherlock Holmes, what is the one quality that you find the most endearing about him?
He needs to be taken care of. I think that Jude's Watson, which is the closest Watson to Doyle's Watson that I've seen portrayed on film yet, that was the attitude that you got a sense of in the books too, which is, he's great, but I want to get away from him, but I know what'll happen if I leave him alone. He won't make it, and he needs to make it.
Jude, is that what you like the most about this Sherlock Holmes as well?
Yes. Oh, I certainly like that aspect very much.
Feel free to disagree.
No, I agree. I do agree. I'm just trying to think of another angle. I like also the fact that you really get to see the hardship of being brilliant. I think Robert does that wonderfully.
Finally, do you guys know anything at all about the Indian film industry? Have you ever seen anything about India? Do you like it?
Very much so. It's huge. I'd love to go over and do one, actually.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
What he said.